long weekend, third day in a row skating, actually fourth day in a row skating, I think. And out here at Durham, decided to put on the wish frames again. So if you remember, long time ago, when I started getting back into blading, I thought that this was an amazing frame. Wish is a new company out of California. The owner, Cletus, designed the frame over a course of like 3 years or so. And when it first came out, I was blown away. I mean, the technology was just, I'd never seen a frame like this. So I love these frames. I've skated them, I skated them for a whole year. And it wasn't until the 50-50 balance frames became a reality that I switched over to skating balance frames. And I love the balance frames. I mean, I wouldn't have brought back the company if I didn't love the balance frames. But I still miss these wish frames. So today I'm gonna skate them. It's been a long time. I don't expect this to be oh, this is what I was missing sort of session. And anything that I do today, I mean, it takes a while to get used to a new setup, and this is a very different setup than the anti-rocker or flat balance frames that I'm used to. But I'm really excited. It's been a long time. Just looking at this groove and this design, it's just so different than anything else that's on the market. So here we go. Sorry.
Get free product for doing a review and stuff?
Sometimes. Yeah. If I ask nicely.
Yeah, there's a guy that does something like that for skateboarding that I've seen on YouTube from Canada. He's got Ben Degros.
Okay.
Yeah, check it out.
I will. I love.
He's probably like 35 or something. He's got a family and stuff, but he's pretty good. He might have been pro at some point. I'm not sure.
That's all you need. I mean, I think, especially in the YouTube world, it's genuine. It's honesty. It's there's enough pros out there who are really good and can skate really well, but for a normal 40-year-old dude like me who just loves skating, like, what products do I like, and what makes them different,
Yeah, yeah.
All right, here we are. Gonna go warm up a little bit and then see how it goes. Everyone always asks about this park. So this is the Durham Skate Park. It's about 5 minutes from downtown. I mean, you can see downtown over there. It's beautiful. I guess the plans were a long time ago that they had more land that they were going to make into a skate park, but for some reason they only did this much. But there's a whole area over there. Let me turn it. There's a whole area over here that they were going to make into like a snake run and everything. I don't know if they ran out of funding or what, but it's really just dirt now. So with any luck, we'll be able to get that converted as well. Phase 2, maybe. All right, gonna skate a little bit. So I usually do, I set up this tripod with the video, and I shoot at 4K, 60 frames a second on this thing with a 64 gig memory card, and that just lets me capture everything. I usually just let them go, and then I can crop down afterwards to get the shot, because I usually skate by myself, like I'm sure most people do. And then I'll let this go for about 4 minutes, and that gives me enough footage to do a really nice time lapse for the intro. And during that time, usually doing stretches. And one of the things that you'll learn once you get older is that waking up in the morning sucks. So more stretches the better, especially my back and my legs. Those are the areas that I just break the most. Foam roller works really well after a session, just to get any of the weird things out, but nothing beats just stretching. All right, a couple more little laps. right, feeling pretty good. I'm gonna go over and do some airs just to warm up. They're standing right where I skate, but I'll make it work. Trying to pick a good spot. Right here. Yeah, that'll work. All right, that one felt pretty good. These bigger wheels feel great. We'll have a fun session, I hope. Love the Durham Park. There's just so much little creativity out here. You know, it feels like everything was just kind of scattered around, but there's really good lines for different carves and different airs and such. So these are the them 908s with wish frames. I'm riding them with 72 and 60. So the way the wish works, in case you're unfamiliar, is the wish frame has a flat rocker design. So the 60 millimeter wheels are lower to the ground than the 72 millimeter wheels. So if you imagine 72s are up, 60s are down, and that makes them completely flat, which is really nice. There's like a balance between the speed that you get from a 72, but then you're able to get a nice grind for the 60s. It's a really great setup. A little long, but to be honest, you know, after skating those 72 mil wheels yesterday at the skate park, it doesn't feel that much longer than before, and has a slight rocker. So the 60 millimeter wheels are actually touching a little bit, like a half a millimeter, maybe a millimeter before the 72s. So I'm getting a little bit of a rocker, not much. I think if I were skating like 67, 55 or something, no, I don't know what the math, I can't do math, but if you were doing more of a rocker, like a 68, 58, that would be more of a rocker. But they feel good. Airs feel good. Everything feels good. Sliding, skating fine. Yeah, no issues yet. Gonna try some grinds though. It is so friggin' hot today. It is like 9:30 in the morning. But it is so hot, I'm already just dripping through my shirt. Ugh. There we go. Yeah, so I'm, hey Zach, yeah, I've got 7260s. He was the same 72s that I was riding yesterday at the skate park. And then I've got the 60 millimeter wheels that I'm testing. You know, I figure people want this setup. And if I'm gonna do a them skates review, it's important to test, you know, all of the different setups. So this is one of them. And it feels good so far. I'm gonna do some grinds in a little bit, just rest up. But I mean, skating wise, it feels great. Brought a towel this time. Been trying to bring a towel every time just because it's so wet out here. Hot and drippy and yuck. All right. All right, here we go. wax it a little bit. Always ask, always ask. It's just the right thing to do. I forgot this run up is just so restricted. It'll work. Not great. All right, sticky, but it's what it is. I forgot how bad this run-up is at Durham. You know, after skating at Marsh for so many sessions, you really gotta crank your speed right beforehand just to get on that right side. And it needs a little wax, but Anyways, not today. All right, I'm gonna do some royales. It's been a long time since I did royales in these wish frames. I remember them being really smooth, like almost like buttery. So I'm assuming that it's gonna feel kind of similar to the way that my juice box feels, but I guess we'll find out. All right, gonna try to do some royales and see how these feel. It's been a long time since I skated these, so I guess we'll see. Oh, they feel good. They feel so good. Such a great frame for royales. I mean, they're effortless. This is great. I miss this. Good job, Cletus. I don't know if you're watching, but good job. It's early in California, you're probably not watching. I mean, it's like effortless, you know? Just put my feet up there and I grind. So good. What a great balance. Very happy. That might be even better than I remember it. Yeah, the grind is effortless. I mean, it's really this great big channel, big groove. The way that the H block is rounded, so you can kind of roll yourself over. Man, it's a great feeling. Backside, same. I mean, I wish that I had more speed because I could probably go much further, but just a little bit of speed. And jump on perfect on backside royale, and that was no issue. I haven't really missed, so highly recommended. I think these are great. I'm gonna try some top sides. I remember being able to do top sides with these frames, but I remember it being a little more difficult for a lot of people because the frame is a little taller, especially with these thumb skates. You know, with the sole being a little skinnier than like a Razor Shift or something like that. There's less sole to catch you from slipping out, so we will see. All right, that was good. I was really happy with that. I can't believe how easily these things royaled. It was really just jumping on, especially coming from a flat setup. they're effortless. So great job. It's a weird sound that I'm not used to. It's kind of like a hollow sound. I think that's just, you know, the way that the frames perform. I don't think it's anything about the setup, but very, very different than the sound that I get from balance frames. But still, it's slides great. No complaints. I'm going to try some topsides after I get a little water. If you have any questions, hit me up. I don't think there's any mysteries around these skates or this setup, but you never know. All right, I'm going to start with top acid. See how that goes. I'm trying to find a good place to put this camera. I can put it up on the field. Hold on, let me see if this works. Looks good. Yeah, that's much better. Yeah, the rails are cool. The only problem is the run-up is in the street, which kind of sucks, but I'll see if I can get on them a little later. closer. I was slipped out though. Sucks. I just busted up my back. It's really hard with this angle. I just can't get the turn right. I'm already horrible at topside tricks, so trying to turn right in the beginning. Big frames, but it is difficult. The wheels are tall and that angle is not as forgiving as like a low profile balance frame or something like that. I'll try a kind grind, see if that's any different, but I'm not very good at kind grinds, so at least the run up will be better. Oh, the back hurts. This is lower back today. It's too much falling. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much to chalk up to me being bad at topside tricks, or me being new to wish frames, or this park being really difficult to hit from the right side, but that was a struggle. I was able to get on maybe twice, and I slipped out, but I feel like it was a good lock. I probably would have locked fine with other frames, but I didn't get low enough, so. Definitely not to say that these frames are impossible. They're just really difficult for me with this boot. I remember doing them with the shifts. The shift has a massive sole, so that probably makes a difference. All right, gonna rest up a little bit and then try kind grind and see if I have any different experience with kind grind. I'm not super good at kind grinds either. I'm not good at any topside tricks. My back just started hurting, so I'm not expecting much, but I gotta try it. Oh, the back. Don't get old. Don't get old. Hey David, yeah, the rails are pretty cool. Let me show you real quick what I mean. Fill up my water too. So here's the run up. Which isn't bad, but crossing the street and doing a quick jump before you hit the rail, for me, a guy that's not very good at rails, that's a problem. But you can see over here, this side is pretty clean, aside from the drop on the right. But this side, this is the side that I usually skate, and that tree is always right there. I don't know. See if my back gets a little better, and then I'll try it for you. Maybe Royale. I think it needs a little wax, but I bet I could come at it in Royale with these frames. I'll give it a shot. Oh, water. All right, water's filled. Just so hot today. I wish it weren't so friggin' hot. Next skate review. I do want to get a pair of Next, but it's going to be a while until I get a pair of Next. I also hear that the sizing is a little restrictive for me, but the K2 Front Street. So I have a pair of K2 Front Street that I want to test. Got to get through this them 908 review, and then after I finish the 908s, I'll try the Front Streets. Thanks, Adam. I don't know if I'm crushing it today. I'm more getting crushed. My lower back is destroyed, but hoping that I can stretch it out and do a few more grinds. That top side is really hard for me. I don't know. Need to just dedicate a day to topside tricks. I have not done that. Oh. This back is not helping. Yeah, I think the Front Street is going to be really interesting. I've never owned a pair of K2s that I've skated. I've had fatties and stuff, but they're all like vintage fatties, so I don't really skate them. But the Front Street look interesting. I don't know. I got to figure out why they're not popular. You know what I mean? Like, is it just because they're K2 and because K2 is like a not popular brand with aggressive? They seem like they're really well constructed skates. They don't seem heavy. I mean, the frames look really great. You know, there's a lot of good things about them. So I think that review is going to be more about why is K2 not more popular. Maybe they are outside of the US, but I've never seen a pair of K2s, any K2s in the wild. I don't know, maybe you guys know. All right, here comes Kind Grinds. Wish me luck. Oh, this helmet. So I got this MIPS helmet. It's great, but so sweaty. There's nothing to trap the sweat, and it just kind of sits in there until I lean over. They're heavy for you? I never heard that they were heavy, but I'll weigh them compared to my other skates and see. That's a good feedback though. All right, here we go. Old man, getting up. First jump is always the scariest. Trying. Getting there, but I'm rolling so much. These frames are so high. Just roll, roll, roll. rolling. So I'm landing it rolling. I guess it's fine, but this ledge is so like I'm only foot. Again, pass it. So doing that for today. Hit a few more other things around the park, and yes, it's hard to get down for me. But I'm still learning them. It's after I was back, you know. I never really did kind grunge before, so foam roller at the skate park. All right, here comes some unities. Let's get it. A little law. Is that in? A little lower. There we go. All right, here we go. The bag doesn't like that. Nope, not gonna happen today. My back. All right, well, let me see what else I can skate without hurting my back anymore. Oh, it's so tight. Well, she's sitting on the bottom ledge. I try the rail. I think I'll hurt my back though. Yeah, dude, my back, nope. I think I'm done. I want to kill it. Just so tight. Like I can't bend. Oh well. That was a good session for while it lasted. I skated too much this weekend. think that's the problem. Skated Friday twice, skated Saturday, skated Sunday. It's a lot of skating for an old guy. All right, it's done. My lower back is just killing me, and I don't really want to hurt myself anymore. So, gonna call it a day. Really like these frames though. You know, top sides are a little more difficult than like a low profile frame, but they're not bad. I feel like people with good skill at topside tricks could do them fine. I'm not a good topside trick skilled person, so take everything that I say with a grain of salt. You know, it's one thing for somebody who's really good at a trick to be able to do it and give you an accurate, you know, feedback. For me, and for somebody who's just learning topside tricks, these frames are a little more difficult. That's it. But I feel great for Royales. I feel like I'm charging at Royales. I feel really good. Yeah, backside Royale, same thing. I mean, it's just a really solid feeling when you do Royales on these frames. So, highly recommended if you want to pick them up. I always say when you try wish frames, bigger feet the better. I am a size 10. These are a size medium them skate. I think if you were skating them on a size small, they're a little long, and I mean, maybe that's your thing, but I like them shorter. Anyway, see you guys next week. Yeah, I think the lower back is always my problem. Just from impact, I think. I wish there was a better stretch, but I stretch as much as I can. I need to go to chiropractor again, I think. These are holding up pretty well. These bearings are still great. This is my sole side, I think. Yeah, they feel good. They feel really good. And you can see what I mean about the size. Like, this is a medium. I guess small would be okay. Yeah, it's a little long, but I always like the wheels to be right at the end of the toe and the heel. But and then Royale side. It's like a fresh Royale groove too. It's really good. I really love the them notch. It's like perfect for me because it's not deep. Just makes the sole a little bigger, you know? Like if you had a Razor Shift, but the sole came out big, but the groove was so deep, like it wouldn't matter for Royale tricks. It's still just this deep groove. But with this, I mean, even though the sole isn't huge, it's enough. And just a little notch really helps me with not having to get down as low. Flow great. very, very happy, very pleased with this setup. All right, y'all, I think I'm gonna head out. Thanks everybody for watching. I should have a video up later today with some good edits that are much more edited down. This was a long session that I'm gonna get down to 10 minutes or so. So this is so hot out here. Anyway, thanks y'all. Have a great Monday.